Hello. This week's episode is brought to you by NatureBox. Oh, dear.
You fucked it up. NatureBox.com.
Oh, NatureBox.com.
We'll just say the whole thing again.
Well, no, just say it like that. That's good.
All right, fine.
That's not even Droopy Dog.
I know.
No?
I don't know who the fuck it is. It's his, like, slow-witted cousin.
Sunshine is the best disinfectant.
That's what I was about to say. I could be a librarian.
I wonder if he's willing to eat something that, like, say, a pig or an unlucky horse would eat.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. So, no Sunday Jeff with his comical impersonations this week.
Q, can you do any cartoon impressions?
I can't.
Come on, there's got to be one that you're go-to. What's your best? If your life was on the line, you're like
An impression?
a cartoon impression. If the gun was to your head and you're like, we're going to pull a trigger, give me your best cartoon impression to live.
Which I guess it doesn't even have to be good if that's the caveat.
I mean, I could just be like, well, who did Sunday Jeff do?
Who didn't he do?
Yeah.
I don't know if you listened, but
Give me. I didn't get a chance to listen yet. Give me a couple of ones.
Droopy Dog.
Like, oh, dear. Like that?
No,
Is that Droopy Dog?
What was that?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, his droopy was more like a like that.
Yeah.
Like, and he had it in his face while pointing it out, which was
Right.
pretty astute. Yeah, like you could see his face change.
He's like Mel Blanc and a
to a
carrot,
very
like chewing
sad-
on a carrot.
Yeah, very sad, sacky kind of like, okay, sir.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You're pretty good at it too.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're doing there with that
Droopy
southern
Dog.
dog.
No. Oh, dear.
No.
Oh.
I don't think he ever said that, did he?
Well, hello, sir. Oh, dear. I don't know. I'm just making shit up now. Oh, hello.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Popeye?
Let's hear your Popeye. Yeah, he could do Popeye. He did Popeye for me the other day.
What's Popeye sound like?
Just me and him.
That's pretty. Really? He's like, you're like,
It was
leave me
pretty
alone.
Really?
He called me up, but immediately, like he wasn't even Jeff on the phone. I answered the phone and still Popeye.
I don't think I can do any good ones.
No.
I yams what I yams. How's that?
I don't think they just mean sing.
Sounds
They
like
say,
I am what I am. Yo.
That's what I am, dear.
How's that?
That's not bad.
Yeah?
I mean, if they're like, do your best, and you're like, well,
Sure.
I did my best. I guess technically they couldn't kill him. Who's the fucking psycho? Who's like going to fucking murder someone over this?
Oh dear, I've been shot.
I don't know who that still is. That's not Droopy Dog. Though.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Walt, why don't you recognize me?
Who else? Oh, he did Scooby-Doo. And he did Shaggy.
He did
Zoinks.
Oh, zoinks. Hey, Scoob.
You just got to let your voice
How's
crack.
that?
That's not bad.
Yeah?
That's
Whoa.
better than your Droopy.
That's the key.
Hey,
Your
Droopy.
your voice
Oh,
cracking.
Shaggy, how are you? Oh, I'm okay. How's that?
That's what Scooby and Shaggy both should have the exact same voice. Like every time a phantom shows up, like, oh dear.
Oh, Shaggy. How's that?
It's
Sunday Jeff level quality yet? Or?
Let's not get crazy.
Sunday Jeff. Oh, wow.
It's easier too if you hear them rather than summoning them up.
Right,
really, but
right.
Sunday
Well,
Jeff doesn't need to
Maybe
do
he
that.
just has a talent for it that I don't possess.
Not only that, he says he wants to do it, like for a living.
Really?
He would like to get into it.
Oh, boy.
a little late, don't you think?
No way. Not necessarily.
Rodney
That's it.
Dangerfield didn't start stand-up till he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
He became a legend.
And Sunday Jeff is probably the same.
He's a mattress
level of
salesman.
talent. Yeah, Rodney.
Yeah. Selling mattresses till he was 40.
Aren't they always like Grandma Moses didn't start painting until she was 80-something?
Yeah. Ricky Gervais didn't start going on TV till he was 36 or 37.
Maybe I should call him back and tell him I was a little. I told
Oh,
him.
did you shoot him down?
Yeah, I told him. To,
Well, if he stops just because one person told him to stop, then he doesn't have the drive for it. Anyway.
I was wondering when he left, he's just like, oh dear.
Oh, dear. Why did Walt tell me to stop?
if he started asking you, like, you got, like, put me in touch with your people. Put me in touch with the AMC people.
He starts calling Kevin up.
Yeah, like he's emailing Kevin.
Oh, I'd be like, I think you need to stop. I love your passion, but I mean, you're a little out of touch here. There's not much call for Scooby-Doo imitations on AMC, I don't think.
Imitations? Yeah, not even the real deal.
He said he's shooting another bit for the show this week.
For Comic Book Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be on Comic Book Man next week. It's going to be a week from tomorrow.
Cool. That's amazing. Because you can't get enough of Sunday Jeff as far as I'm concerned.
I can't.
They can, it appears.
Yeah, well, we fought to get him into our episode. And,
That's right.
And he was...
And won.
And it was a victory and a half, man. He killed it. So that's good.
Yeah. I figured out, I looked through my notes last week. I wanted to ask Sunday Jeff a question. For some reason, he was the guy that I thought would be best able to answer this. Texted Susanna. I was like, can you find this note for me in my notebook? But I have like 25 notebooks. You know what it's like. You got like 25 notebooks going, and I'm asking her to search through, and she couldn't find it. She looked like, give it a cursory glance. And I was like, fuck it. But my question to him was, if you were dating a girl.
To Sunday Jeff.
Yeah, it would have been a Sunday Jeff. You're dating a girl, and you find out, like, a while, like at least a year, maybe a year and a half later, that before you hooked up, her Twitter handle was DTF69.
Down to fuck 69.
Yeah.
All right.
Would that change your views in any way? Would you?
I mean, would I believe it once I heard it, or am I like, no fucking way? Like, did she do a complete personality change, or do I see it in her?
I think it's a personality change. I think it's like she was like, I don't want to be a bad girl anymore.
What were her tweets like?
Her tweets were
like down to fuck 69
pretty
tweets?
much, yeah.
I can't do it.
No? Break up?
I don't care anymore. That's like, you know what? Like I'm done. That's it. It's perfect behavior time. No, I don't give a shit. Because there are guys out there that won't mind. And they
who would embrace it.
They should be with that person.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
She's just with the wrong guy.
She's with the wrong guy, yeah. And I'm too old to change at this point. Don't want to change. Why? What did Sunday Jeff say?
Oh, we never found. She could never find the question, so I wasn't able to ask him.
Well, what's your answer?
He was like, zoinks.
Yeah, he's like, oh dear. I think I'd fall in line with you. Yeah. At this point, I'd be like,
10 years ago might be different.
Boy, though, I mean, as long as, like, what's that bread song? As long as
did you?
It doesn't matter who you.
I love how he definitely inside he agrees. But like, why?
But as long it doesn't matter who you're with, who you're with before, as long as now you're with me.
See,
forever.
Technically, I agree with Bread.
Yeah.
On every level, Bread is right, but I'm damaged irreparably. So it would be. Her life would probably be worse from that point. Oh, absolutely.
You're going to be obsessing against her past lovers. Like, do I measure up?
No, I wouldn't even think of that.
No, it's more about like
you disgusting hole.
Like people are going to see that I'm now in love with
DTF
down to fuck 69. Like I'm getting judged.
Do you really believe that that like there's anybody walking down the street would know who that person is though?
I don't know, but I don't want to risk it.
God forbid.
She's down to fuck. And 69.
Yeah.
She gets that across in 5 fucking characters. Like that's her shorthand. I don't know what she's been up to.
Yeah. You have to assume she's diseased.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing.
Oh, dear.
It would actually be nothing about her. It would be totally about myself.
Sure. I agree with that.
She's allowed to be down to fuck. And 69.
She could be. Everybody could be whatever they want, as long as it doesn't hurt other people.
Right.
And I have a right to be kind of like
DTF 69. You tricked me.
Yeah. Like, what is this shit? What's her new Twitter handle? Is it like Heaven's Angel?
LOL girl.
LOL girl. I ain't going with her either.
GURL.
Yeah. LOL girl could fuck off too.
It's her name. It's Happy Sally, and then like her graduation year.
All right. Happy Sally 92.
Right.
What? All right. So what's the so you thought to ask Sunday Jeff that question and you couldn't remember to ask him?
I couldn't remember what the question was.
It's a pretty good question.
I'll have to ask him. Yeah.
And I remember you and I in one of our many conversations over the years were like, could you date a porn star? Could you? And there was a period in my life where I think I would have been like, no, I'm going to take the high road on this. Mm-hmm. You know, that's not who she is now. And, you know, but that was probably about 10 years ago. I felt that way.
Right.
Now.
Well, let's look at Jim Jackman with Katie Morgan.
Okay.
And I'm like, here's a dude who, like, if he hadn't gotten an because she's super nice. She's super
She's
sweet.
Great.
Yeah, she's really, really nice. But all those prejudices and all that shit all those insecurities that you would carry along, I guess he doesn't have, or he doesn't care
I would say
about
it probably goes in the opposite direction, and he likes it.
Yeah?
Sure. I mean, look, like you said, like, are they're still together? I don't know anything.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them in a long time. Okay.
Married.
Well, she's an especially nice person, and he's an especially nice person, too. Not that I think being nice has anything to do with it. Although... Yeah, like, look, you can't get involved with a porn star or a stripper without at least some level liking it. You just can't.
In the immortal words of Bread, a lot of people have an ego hang up because they want to be the only one. How many came before? It really doesn't matter, just as long as you're the last. Everybody's moving on, trying to find out what's been missing in the past.
All right, Bread. Where are you now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know there's a Twitter account just devoted to your misquotes?
That's not a misquote.
No. The first one you said, like, let me see if I can find it. It's pretty fucking funny. I was looking at it while I was in London, and it was really making me laugh.
I haven't seen this. I would love to
know
follow.
No. It's going to take me a second. So,
I mean, what Brett says is totally true. Like, they're right.
Well, but like I'm sure you've dated girls who, when they find out maybe about your past dalliances, it causes you a lot of headache, and you're like trying to like make them go, it doesn't matter, baby. I'm with you right now.
You ever listen to Bread, you dummy?
Right? Like, it's not about that. Like, I love you. I don't love them. Like, that was a different time. I'm with you now. That's all that matters. You try to convince them.
No, I've never actually run into that, though. I've
never had that.
No, not really. I've never had that.
It. Although this conversation's too good, should we get back to the thing later?
Maybe.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I do have the Twitter account. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I've never run into that where someone's like, explain yourself. I think once they're, I mean, look, like the girl that I dated right after 9/11, the chick who I was like, give me money, an apology. To me, she was had more explaining to do than I did.
Well, she was weird, right? She had like some weird family dynamic.
What I mean, yeah, she had a strange family dynamic and drinking a ton. Understandable. I mean, the fucking her boyfriend or fiance or whatever died in 9/11. She had some issues going on, and to date someone that soon after it,
right?
It's not advisable for me or for her,
right?
But even she was not. The only way she was like, explain yourself was like, why won't you move to California with me? Why won't you commit to this or that? And I was just like, because I don't want to.
Right. I've had stories that I've told early in relationships come back and bite me in the ass later on.
Oh, yeah?
Like fucking around married women and shit like that. Like,
that's come back to get you?
Yeah, that's been brought up at later points.
How is that trap laid? Just like, how does it even come up?
Like the time it would come up would be like, with talks about moving deeper into commitment territory, maybe moving in or something like that, and then
I can't get off unless you're wearing a wedding ring.
And then I've heard it said that you would just be happy just fucking married woman and not having any commitment and stuff like that. So you don't want to move in? Well, that's because you don't even like commitment because you fucked all those married chicks, so you don't have to deal with them and shit like that. Which is, it's not a commitment issue. It's just more of a fucking piece of fucking mind issue in that respect. But
right, I'd rather not live with you.
Yeah. So I've had it. Some girls, they don't like it.
You tell them those stories right away? Because everybody wants to know in the beginning. Everybody wants to know about the other person, but you really don't want to know. But you got to know.
Well,
then once you find out,
the process of getting into a relationship and getting to know someone is you gathering this information. It just sucks when they're gathering it to learn something about you and then they use it against you as a weapon. That's kind of
That's my move.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But I mean, that hasn't happened to me in a while. It's a bummer. Is that the fucking sphere from?
Yeah, Phantasm.
What's going on?
Somebody sent that in to Mike.
Oh, so that's not for sale?
I thought you bought that. I thought you guys bought that.
I don't think it's for sale. I think Mike somebody sent it in, like a listener of ISL Comics or a watcher of CBM sent it in for Mike.
I think the second's way more likely a scenario.
So he makes them and sent one in.
All right. Watch it.
Oh, really?
Watch it.
We're kinder and gentler now?
Well, I don't know. I think that...
Wait, you just made fun of ISL Comics?
Yeah.
And Walt tried to stop you? Why?
I just think that there may be...
Don't beat a dead horse?
Yeah.
A dead pod?
Yeah. The redheaded stepchild's just... It's on life support. You really want
Is it really?
Oh my God. I mean, that is the best title for an episode ever. It's definitely it.
The redheaded stepchild is on life support. Okay. So
I just don't want to be the one that pulls the plug.
All right. So this is it. This was Lucy Muckinese, of course, who I was hoping to catch up with when I was in London, but I didn't get a chance to see her. But
our first Twitter unfollower.
Yes.
And then refollowed.
So it's called at Walt's Misquotes. And
I'm sure there's plenty of material to post.
He's got what I don't like. What he does is this. If you're listening, and I'm assuming you are, is it's funnier when he just keeps to your misquotes. He'll post photos like here's an Elvis looking motherfucker, and he'll just post a photo of it. It's got nothing to do with you. And it's just like whoever's running the Walt Misquotes account, nobody cares about your day. Like the genius of it is fucking Walt's Misquotes.
Yeah, you saw a guy who looks like Elvis. No one gives a fuck. People see that every day.
So he's about to get a lot more followers.
I hope so.
Right? By you mentioning this,
if he sticks
do you follow it, Q?
I think I do. Yeah, I think I do.
If he sticks to the format. Follow him. If he starts posting more pictures of Elvis, then we'll unfollow him.
He's got 287 followers as of right now. And some of them are not misquotes. So sometimes it's just quotes like Sunday Jeff says in quotes, Stephen Hawkins, genius or sham, Walt, cripple.
No,
but that was the other way around.
So they're fucking up left and right.
Yeah. Well, in the honor of misquoting, he can't even get the
Yeah, I know, he's judging you.
Well, and then some of them aren't even a fucking misquote. He's like, there's just quotes of yours. Like, he's like every other fucking teenager. They don't want to get a job. Or are they really satanic cults? Usually misguided teens. They paint their fingernails black, get some beers, go to the beach. So it's just
some quotes.
Yeah.
All right.
Walt on senior citizens. I had to cook hot dogs. I don't even know how to cook. I never even touched a raw dog. So there's just more like Walt quotes.
He's like, I've gone in raw dog and pound.
I don't know if you're aware of this.
Go ahead.
Last week when you were away, we got an email from a librarian.
Uh-oh.
And
I'm looking forward to this.
I got update on it now.
Really?
And this is a great. So I'll give you the rundown for people who may have turned off when you weren't on last week.
Okay.
And we had a librarian contact us with this really cool concept that he wants to do.
A librarian.
Yeah, that's the first off. His name is Taylor Green, and when I said a librarian wants to contact us to the possibility of adding Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast to Leisure World, a senior community in Seal Beach, California, in the library. They're going to put it on disc.
And by that he means like a wax disc.
A platter.
And he wanted to get our permission. He said that he thinks seniors might not be into downloading material to a onto their, they don't have, they just don't have the concept down. So that he's going to give them a compact disc with a whole bunch of episodes on for them to listen to.
All right.
He wanted our...
he doesn't like his job?
He wanted our permission to do that. And Brian, in the course of the discussion last week, he assumed that Taylor Green was a female because he was a librarian.
Guess who heard about it for the rest of the episode?
Really?
And I didn't know he was, but I had no idea whether Taylor was a male or female. I just was offended by the fact that he would automatically jump to the conclusion.
You don't think librarian is typically a female occupation? I know it's
in
not.
this day and age, I mean, that's kind of...
For me, it was more the name. For some reason, I thought,
Taylor,
Taylor Swift. Like, that's...
Well,
sorry, dude. You got a girl's name.
Could go either way on that one. I give you that.
All right. So Taylor writes in and he says,
I could be a librarian.
Fuck you.
My favorite part of listening to the show last week was Brian referred to me as a woman. I am very much a man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I am also a fairly young listener at the tender age of 25. Brian is correct in assuming that the majority of staff in libraries are female, though there is a small fraction of us who are men. There are 9,000 residents of Leisure World, and our residents are typically at least 55 years and up. We also have some residents over the century mark. At the library, we get about 200, 300 people through the doors each day. It is a very active community with people of all kinds of different tastes, and I know TSD will find a warm spot in some of the residents' hearts.
Oh.
My boss actually okayed this project. I will admit it will be a bit of an experiment at first. I am planning on writing an article about our podcast collection once it is ready and publishing it in Leisure World newspaper.
Ooh. So
he's really going out of his way to lose this job.
So it's not just us. He's doing a bunch of podcasts, I imagine.
I'm sure he's reaching out to a couple to see who will partake in this petri dish of experiment, as well as creating a special display for our podcast so patrons will really take notice of them as they walk in the door. It might be a couple of months before this is all ready, but I will be sure to send you updates and pictures as soon as I have the completed discs and CD packaging. I can always make packaging too. I can also provide our checklist statistics for TSD as well. If our residents really take a liking to it, we will surely purchase a copy of Puppet Theater for our library.
Whoa! Thorne will get happy about that.
I also had an idea on how we could all save some money on TSD Town. Once Q, Brian, yourself all turn 55, you can come move to Leisure World, and the listeners can do the same.
Where's this, in Florida?
Yeah. They'll make it so
I thought you said California, Seal Beach, right?
Yeah, I thought it was in
California.
Florida.
Let me tell you something.
Let me find it.
Those senior communities
everybody
in
fucks.
Florida, they seem like heaven.
Right?
My parents just bought a house down there in one of the ones in Florida, and it's unbelievable.
California, yeah.
I want to buy a house and just go down there now.
Well, I mean, you're close. You're getting every day you get closer to 55. Is that what you plan on retiring?
Oh, well,
what's the ideal age you'd like to retire?
I'm going to retire no later than 55 would be the outside. I would like to retire before that.
You would like to retire before that? Just like remove yourself from the public eye, almost go into kind of like a David Bowie kind of...
Well, there's two paths here. If I go back to the fire department, my 20 years will be up by the time,
Dude, come on, man. That's a young man's game going back to the fire department. At 55, you're going to go back to the fire department?
No, that's when I would retire from the fire department.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
No, I'm talking about going back to the fire department like next year.
Oh, really?
I'm done making my jokes. Now I'm going to save lives.
At 55? Oh, dear. No. If I go back to the fire department once the show wraps up.
And it could be as early as next year?
Sure. We got signed for a fourth season. We'll be done shooting that next June. And then if they don't order a fifth season, it's fucking right back
to the firehouse. Is there a point where you can't go back?
Yeah, but that's a few more years away.
Wow. I mean, what a open-ended...
Unions, baby. Unions.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, they're not paying me and they're not giving me benefits. Like, it just stops. But, so if I go back, I'll still be done with my 20 years that I have to do before I'm 55. So I would do that. And
do you feel that maybe you're too far removed from it now? You'd need a refresher course. You'd have to go back to.
Oh, you have to. That's part of it.
You got to go back to the
retraining.
Oh my God! Can you imagine going all those young bucks and there you are?
Well, it's not the full.
And you would expect
slow down.
You would expect Impractical Joker kind of treatment, right? Because you have celebrity treatment when you get to the.
I think the opposite. I think it would work against me. But it's a retraining. So it'd be all right.
This ain't no joke, motherfucker.
Like they just throw water in my.
Spraying you with the hose. Because when you go
through the academy the first time, it's very much a boot camp. Like there's drill instructors in your face. You know, they scream you, they put you down, they
shave those locks of yours.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to get a haircut to go through the academy?
to go back to the I can't be in the fire
You
department.
had a baldy, right? You pretty much had a
I
baldy.
shaved my head for 3 years.
There's a hair standard.
Well, because
standard,
for 2 reasons. When you put the mask on, you need a tight seal, and hair like this breaks a seal. So it has.
So guys can't have lovely locks like yours.
I mean, it's
no flowing
done,
locks,
but it's frowned upon. But if I go back to the academy, like I'll be happy to shave my head.
Could I go back? Could I look like this? Go in?
No beard.
No facial hair at all.
Really?
You're not supposed to.
No pubic hair.
Same thing, because this will break the seal.
Off.
Yeah, this will break the seal of the air mask.
Would you believe it if like somebody handed you a list of yeses and nos and the pubics? Like they were like, you got to cut your pubes. You got to shave your balls.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
You wouldn't believe it.
Nah.
Isn't there some sort of medical condition where guys need to have beards?
Yeah,
it's called triple chin. That's why I got mine.
I thought there was because I remember the Yankees had a facial hair policy.
Sure,
but there was guys who had some. Maybe
Steinbrenner was big on that.
They had certain they had exceptions, though, and I thought it was due to some sort of condition.
I don't remember that. And if you have that condition, you can't be a fireman. It's not a grooming issue; it's a personal safety issue. There you go. Like you can't safely do the job with long hair and a beard, so it's got to go.
Wow, that's a commitment. That's a sacrifice to go back that you're willing to make, though, huh?
I don't look at it as a sacrifice at all. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're looking like you got that Jesus Christ pose, as Soundgarden would say. You look good.
Yeah. Well, thank you, buddy. But I think I would. I also, if I go back to the firehouse,
can you imagine you're completely bald and now clean shaven.
You'd look weird.
I think it would look weird at first, but that's mainly how you know me.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. But also, I'll be back. I'll be in sick shape again, though, too.
Yeah.
So it would look different. It would look good, I think.
All right.
I'd look hardcore, man.
I guess.
So, okay.
You look hardcore now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do look kind of hardcore.
Yeah?
Now. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sometimes I see you in the when I watch Impractical Jokers, and you look hardcore, way more hardcore than the other. Hardcore. That's a compliment. Yeah. I mean, we mean it that way.
Well, there you go. I don't know. And then if I don't go back to the fire department, which I really see me going back. Then, and let's say for whatever reason, this entertainment thing takes off. I still don't want to do it for fucking 15 more years.
I don't know about that. Depends on what season we get to with our Tell 'em Steve Dave children's variety show.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've seen some Hulu Plus
ads.
Yeah. Like,
have they been demanding it to Hulu Plus?
I'm looking at it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you this. I went to San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm at the DC Comics booth, and who walks up to me but Kevin Nez, our Indian friend.
Yeah.
Dot Indian, Feather Indian, who came to visit us.
Oh, yeah.
I said his name was Eddie on the show, but his name's Kevin.
Okay.
I gave him tickets to come see the Impractical Joker show we were doing in San Diego. I have his number now. He has mine. So
change numbers.
Yeah, he's a really, really good guy, man. Like really, really likable guy, and huge fan of Tell 'em Steve Dave, and it was just nice to meet someone who is so likable and nice.
It's not very hardcore of you, but okay.
No. And the cast of that show, Gotham, dude, I walked into the lobby of Gotham is a show that's coming out, Brian, where it's like set when Bruce Wayne was a kid.
Okay.
And so it's all like young versions of the villains and shit like that. So I walk into my hotel, right? And the staff, 10 of them are going one side. And I just walked into the lobby and I'm just like, what are you talking about? And the woman, the manager of the hotel, just starts waving her hand at me. Like, go like this. And like, I go, are you waving your hand at me? Like, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, we need you to go to one side. I go, why do you need me to go to one side? And why are you talking to me like an asshole? And she goes, I don't mean to talk to you like that, sir, but we need you to get to one side. And then who walks through the door but the cast of fucking Gotham?
Oh, give me a fucking break. They're not even on TV.
They're not even on fucking TV. And it's like, I see them go by and nobody bothered them. Nobody said a fucking word.
This
no,
was
hotel, my
San
hotel
Diego?
lobby in San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody bothered them. Nobody said a word to them. Nobody was going up to them. Nobody even knows who the fuck they are except for Donald Logue, who admittedly is pretty cool.
Right, yeah.
And I was just there. I'm like, you fucking, I was like, what What a fucking...
I'm on TV right now.
It wasn't... that didn't even occur to me until later.
Pre-season.
Yeah, that didn't even occur to me later. Like, it did occur... I was like, who the fuck are these people to fucking... Like, why am I getting pushed out of the fucking way?
You're fucking paying just like
that was
anybody
my
else.
point. And then I you know what? I stayed and I argued with the woman, and I don't do that. Usually, like, I just let things go. But I
security.
I broke them down until I got an apology. I was like, fuck that. I was like, I said I'm owed an apology because I got like a half-assed apology, and I was like, look, I said I'm not making trouble here. I'm owed an apology. I was like, what the fuck is this? You can't walk into a hotel and they're screaming at you to get the fuck out of the way, out of the fucking penguin's way. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Did you recognize any one person from the cast aside from Donald?
Not a single person. That's not to say the show's not going to be great. That's not to say that they're not talented. But I don't give the fuck who's walking through. Like, if the president's walking through, then I get it.
Right.
You know,
because you don't want to get shot too.
Right. It's like nobody knows, but dude, I was so, it really like put a burr in my, what is it? Burr in my saddle.
Burn your saddle, yeah. I agree. It would do it the same to me.
Nothing.
Like, who the fuck are you yelling at?
That was it. It reverted to me of like when I was younger and I used to get in those confrontations with people.
On the shoulder.
But am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think maybe you're a little bit, I think you're a little bit upset by it more than I probably is. You're probably more upset about it than somebody who doesn't have a chip on their shoulder. I found that like the chips on everyone's shoulder, I feel like people surrounding me, it's getting bigger.
Oh, dude, don't you know that Jada Pinkett Smith is on the show?
When you say chip, you mean because of the TV show? Like an ego thing?
I don't know.
Because it didn't feel, I would be honest with you, if I felt it was. It wasn't. It was
Not you, Sean.
It was a customer service thing, dude. Yeah. It really struck me to my fucking core. I'm like, fuck you.
I don't have enough. I only see you for Tell 'em Steve this. I really don't. I have no idea if you have a legitimate chip on your shoulder. But by season, what season? Season 4.
Yeah,
some chips. There's some chips on shoulders.
Not mine. There's no way. There's no way.
He's always had a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, there's no way it's any bigger.
He's had a chip on his shoulder when I met him in 5th grade.
I was going to say, I know he's not talking about me because it's always been there.
It's always been there, yeah. So when I see he flares up, I expect it and I don't equate it to being on TV.
Right. Or ego, him liking himself, anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's ordering steaks and shit. He wants a car to pick him up to go 20 minutes from his house.
That was weird.
Wait, what?
That was really weird, I'll admit. The steak thing, he didn't really get a steak though.
Oh,
he actually, it was kind of funny. He did it just to break Mike's balls. Like it was, and Mike's.
I got to give him some backstory to that.
I think Mike still doesn't know. Yeah, we had to do something a couple weeks ago. We had to work on a Saturday. We had to do something. So what would you call him? The field producer? I don't know. This guy Eric, who's on the show every day.
He's like second in command.
He's definitely second in command.
Right.
Said, if you guys do this, I'll bring it to the place we had lunch today. I'll bring you down the Char and we'll get steaks for lunch. Now, this should have been this past Friday. So we said, okay. Now, Walt is like me, where it's like you would never actually call the guy out for it. But on Friday, I ordered lunch and I ordered turkey stuffing from Reedy's over here. It came fucking ice cold.
Okay.
And so I sent something to Eric about it. And I said, I guess I was supposed to be having a steak. I hope I have the energy. I said, only pray I have the energy to make it back for the second half of the day. If you're looking for me, I'll be down at Red Bank Catholic praying. He says that he was like, I asked you guys, everyone said no. When in reality, he only asked Walt. And Walt goes, I don't know if I'd like anything there. And he's like, good enough. So the guy we ended up not going. But Ming did go. And he said he just got a burger, which is like $12 or something. But he made Mike believe that Eric bought him the steak. So now Mike is steaming.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was annoyed by it.
And, what about it annoyed him?
He goes, and Ming is like, it's so great just to see his face. It did fucking make me laugh.
What do you think about it annoys Chief?
Maybe that it's viewed as like he's not getting the respect that, say, Ming is getting.
Oh,
maybe. I don't know. I mean, what else could make him mad?
I was more annoyed that like he actually went ahead and ordered it.
Oh, he was mad at Ming, not at Eric. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he was perceiving a chip on Ming.
Yes.
And that annoyed him.
Possible. It's possible.
Are we allowed to talk about tomorrow night? What's happening tomorrow night? So we're going to see Monday night. Kevin Smith is coming down, and we're going to watch Tusk. I can't wait to see something.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's bizarre, and it's like I told him it's one of those things where I'm like I don't expect it from him.
Yeah,
and that's what was cool about it is that you're just not like it's not. Not that I don't want to be like, oh, he's cliche, but he usually does humor and shit. It's just the way it is.
I heard through the grapevine that it's good.
It is. Yeah.
I heard it through independent sources who have no reason to say otherwise. Told me that it was pretty good, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, well,
I think you'll like it.
Looking forward to that tomorrow night. So maybe next week we'll be able to do a review of it.
Let me tell you something, dude. Okay. I'm looking at the cast of Gotham.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3 people don't even have is on Wikipedia, don't have their name in blue so that you can like tap it and look more about them.
Sure. I mean, I don't want to turn this into a war against the people on the cast on Gotham. I'm sure that they walked through embarrassed that people were pushing back an imaginary crowd.
I don't know. Do you think Jada Pinkett Smith? She strikes me as a type of person.
She wasn't there.
So they're pushing you back without her even there?
Dude, it was fucking crazy. It was Logue was there, but it's just like, it just annoyed me. I can't believe you brought it up again. I was so fucking annoyed. So we're gonna see that. And speaking of movies, I saw In-Betweeners 2.
That was the sole reason to go to Europe, England, right?
The sole reason I went to England was to hang out and see the movie.
The most expensive movie ticket you ever purchased?
Without a doubt. Mm-hmm. Totally worth it, though.
Nice.
It was great. I got to hang out with Declan. I brought Declan to his
wasn't
first
a cheap date.
movie premiere.
This is it cool to get popcorn.
No, we had a good time, me and Declan, running around a movie premiere. It was good. He had a backpack with him. Everybody's making fun of him.
Yeah, he looks like a terrorist. Like he has these sunglasses on, the backpack.
He dressed up. He had a button-down shirt. He looked sharp. Sunglasses. Declan killed it. And then he ended up sleeping in my hotel room. We slept. I don't want to say we slept.
The tub spoken for. You sleep in the same bed, right?
Did you go by yourself?
I went by myself, yeah.
Okay, so maybe that'd be cramping your style if Declan's in the room with you.
Would you still go for it?
What's up?
I've been in the room where this dude just bangs chicks like I'm in the next bed over.
It wasn't that type of trip for me.
I remember that girl, she was like, it's weird that he's right there. And I was like sitting there watching.
I remember that time I was having sex with this one girl and it woke you up and then you got annoyed and in the middle of it, he was so annoyed at me. He just picked up the fucking phone and started asking if there was another room. And he's like, is there another room available at this hotel? And I'm just like...
And there wasn't.
Oh, the stuffed shirt over there. Yeah, like usually you're like...
it put an end to the festivities.
It depends.
Ultimate cock blocker over there.
It did. She left.
Ultimate. I'm like,
she left the room.
I mean, the only thing you could have done, but even worse would have been to go over there and just get...
You're like, I'll take care of him. You're taking too long. Yeah. But you have to understand, this was like Q and his like, I'm gonna drink and be annoying on purpose like days.
That's my mid-20s.
Yeah, that was rough at times. I won't lie.
No, absolutely no sex on my mind in London.
No? Even with Declan in the room, huh?
Especially with Declan in the room. Yeah.
Did you get to hang out with EK?
Spent a lot of most of my time I spent with Ian.
Yeah. How's he doing?
His wife. He's doing great. The movie is so funny. Anybody that lives in the UK should check it out. It's really funny. Hung out with the cast quite a bit. They're really nice.
How long were you there for?
3 days, 3.5 days.
It's not that long.
No, I didn't want to be there that long.
Do they look old? Like too old to be playing these parts anymore? Or they still look pretty young?
Not at all. It's like it's weird how they look.
How they haven't aged.
They haven't aged. Yeah. They look
Poor
good.
fucking Jay has to keep that haircut.
He doesn't have it. No,
really?
He just puts it in for the movie. Yeah, when he's cut it back and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, it was like it was a blast. Go see In-Betweeners too, and then.
Dude, if there's one thing you know about me, it's that I am terrified of getting fat.
Right.
So that's why I go to naturebox.com/TESD.
I don't say this. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if I've ever said this before, but NatureBox is my favorite advertiser that we have.
Really?
Love it. That white granola shit that they make is so fucking good. I wish they would send. I would talk about it more if they would send me more free samples. But
well, after last week's fucking debacle of a commercial, I'm not sure if that'll happen.
Why you guys did NatureBox last week?
Yeah, and Walt just kept on bringing up competing brands that he liked more.
Well, I'm here to combat that shit.
Yeah, because you like
I won't do that this week.
You like the white granola, you say, or yellow vanilla.
Yeah, the
granola
vanilla granola with the chocolate granola in it. It's. I could eat that shit day in, day out.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man, like, NatureBox is worse than the season 2 directors or producers.
What do you mean?
Telling you, like, what to say.
Not NatureBox. Not our NatureBox.
I feel like this is
very right wing.
This is probably meant for.
Trying to toe that company line for them.
Yeah, they're like, if you don't eat NatureBox, you might as well be an abortionist. All right.
All we're saying is, like, just order NatureBox unless you're gay. Then they don't want you eating NatureBox.
Yeah.
No, obviously that was a joke.
Right,
NatureBox is as left wing as it gets.
They're going to send it to anybody.
They
in the United
don't
States.
even charge you for it. It's like free healthcare.
It pretty much
like
is.
Obamacare.
It's better than Obamacare.
Right?
It was between Obamacare and NatureBox. And assholes, the right wingers went with Obamacare.
All you gotta do is fill out some forms. You get NatureBox for free. I think
NatureBox
as close to free as possible.
Doesn't give a shit about your employment history. They just want you to know that they got you covered. Give you some free stuff.
If you're even an American citizen,
right? Or an illegal immigrant living here,
doesn't matter.
they'll just give you some NatureBox.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can't get it in Canada, so
that's why you got to store it. You got to get across the border, man, to get your NatureBox.
Yeah, like you know how we go to Canada for prescription drugs that are cheaper.
Well, I know you did.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't believe how much it cost me there and how shitty they were. I swear to God, I've never seen Percocets. It's like the size of this lid on this cup. I'm like,
really?
What the fuck? It looks like a cookie. It's so
wow.
big. Yeah, it was awful.
Well, I don't understand. That sounds like that'd be good.
You would think that.
Right.
It's a 5 milligram Percocet that was fucking like the size of a quarter. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was the worst ever.
Maybe you should. Did you ever ingest drugs from the other end?
Oh, did I ever plug it, as they say? No, never did. I heard about that. But see, the thing with the Oxy is that orally it has such a high delivery rate that it's like 92% or something.
Oh,
There's no reason to shove it up your ass, or like some people will crush it up and make it into like a nasal spray, that kind of thing.
Right.
Or inject it or smoke. Like there's a.
See, this is how left-wing NatureBox is. They don't care if you start talking about drug abuse.
Yeah, my past drug addictions. Yeah. Sticking it up your ass.
I forgot we were doing a NatureBox commercial.
That proves how left-wing they are, and that's what people want, man. They want a left-wing slant.
They don't want to be judged.
Exactly.
Sure. Live and let live, man.
Yeah. So let me tell you a couple things about NatureBox.
Can you do that? What's that one you like, you?
The vanilla granola?
Yeah, can you maybe do it as a little suppository style?
I'll give it a shot. I'll try anything once.
You want to plug your granola?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
You know that cranky moment around 3 p.m. when you're ready to tear into anything, including Oxycontin? Here's what I do. I grab peanut butter Nom Noms from NatureBox.
Yeah, NatureBox.
I do actually like them, the peanut butter Nom Noms. Like I'm going to go for the thing that's worst for you at the NatureBox.
NatureBox is one of the very few products that we've pushed on the show that I actually believe in, so that's good. It's good.
Really?
So there's been other products that you shilled for that you weren't 100% behind?
I just turned something down last week.
Fucking Loot Crate?
Well,
we got great stuff from Loot Crate, bro.
What the
Loot
fuck
Crate
are you
won't
talking
stop
about?
giving it to me.
But it's awesome,
I get
though.
it every month. I get
you
shit.
didn't get the Deadpool socks?
I got a Deadpool sock.
Well, what the fuck? And now you're going to tell me you're shitting on Loot Crate?
Let me tell you something about
Loot Crate is one of the greatest advertisers Steve Dave's ever had. We get free shit all the time from them. Shit on that fucking.
Yeah, you know why? You got a good point.
Shit on those fucking sunglasses and eyeglasses. They never gave us
Warby
shit.
Parker? That's right. I never got shit from Warby Parker.
Not get carried away about Warby Parker, who gave me glasses and
But Loot
sunglasses.
Crate, man, T-shirts, comics.
Yeah, you got a good point. You're right. You know what? I'm man enough to admit when I was wrong.
I love that about you.
Loot Crate.
Well, I told him.
Go to Loot Crate. Tweet Loot Crate right now.
All right.
NatureBox is like, are we paying for this? I'm sorry. Drugs, Loot Crate. What the fuck is going on?
Loot Crate sent a pretty awesome T-shirt. You know what? You're absolutely right.
I am so impressed with Loot Crate that I wish they were the sole sponsor. I'm telling Steve Dave. This show is brought to you today by Loot Crate. I didn't pay one dime for this week.
I gotta say that they sent that Star Wars shirt where the dudes walking down the road with the half finished Death Star. I like that shirt. I wear it. Yeah, I do wear it.
I was wrong.
You know what? But that's what's great about BQ. When he's wrong, steps right up, corrects it immediately.
Here's the thing about those Loot Crate shirts, though. I wouldn't be able to fit into those 4XLs that they send unless I was eating NatureBox. Then I would be morbidly obese.
Right.
Because it's very important that they're natural with zero trans fat and zero high fructose corn syrup. I'm trying to get away from that shit, that high fructose corn syrup. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. You can tell the difference in Coca-Cola. You drink a Coke from America and a Coke from Mexico.
I think Coke's a bomb.
Oh my God, it's so much better. You ever drink it?
I've drank it and I hate it.
You hate the cane sugar Coke, the Mexican Coke?
Really? I hate it.
Oh, this motherfucker bleeds red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Well, around Passover, all the Coke in the United States is made with sugar.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, that's a little known thing.
I cannot stand the Mexican Pepsi or Coke.
Wow.
I would stop it at the border and just
shoot the courier.
Am I? Hold on, I'm still left wing. No, hold on. Don't I want to make that sound like I'm leaning right here because I'm not.
Summary execution for fucking carrying Coca-Cola into the country. But senor, we have.
It's not even an American driver.
Someone hired us. Who, motherfucker?
Not
who?
my American.
Where you trying to take this shit, San Francisco? Shoot him in the heart.
Yeah, tell NatureBox I said hello.
But I was ready to tell you, Q.
Okay.
I don't know if you were here, but we put the kibosh on a couple sponsors who we didn't feel were worthy.
Yeah, I was in that email chain. You sent me a couple of them. Yeah, that's right.
That's what Tell 'em See If They stands for.
Sure.
We don't just shill for anybody. We believe in the product, like you guys believe in the NatureBox.
That's right. That I definitely do.
I believe in the Loot Box, whatever it's called, Loot Crate. But that's what's great. If there are all three of us, one of us is bound to be behind one of the items we're pitching.
So it's not exactly like selling out.
No. What was one of those companies that we were like, fuck no? What was that shit?
One was.
It was like a predatory lender.
Kind of. I'm not sure if other pods on the network have accepted it.
Mosher's like, are you in debt? Do you need to get out of debt?
He's not talking that slow. If he's doing that, Ed, you got to be like, do it now.
It was stunning.
Mosher selling predatory lender fucking time.
APR up 12.9%.
NatureBox right now is going to be going, all right, we got to cancel that check right now.
No. You know what? If you're going to cancel the check, I'll still talk about how great NatureBox is. That's how much I love NatureBox.
They're like, no shit. You just talked about Loot Crate over our fucking entire ad. NatureBox.com/TESD. 50% off your month's first box and free shipping, midges.
It's really
free shipping.
Yeah.
That's the way to get some. That's the way to get into the customer's good side. There's nothing a customer wants more than free shipping.
Yeah, you want to get into the customer's panties? Fucking ship that shit for free.
You'll never go wrong with free shipping.
Right.
I'm not a proponent of it here at the stash, but
fuck that shit. I mean, you're not a major corporation,
right? I mean, but NatureBox is, they're corporate
jerks.
They got stockholders.
Sure,
they got people to answer to. Q, we ran into I saw it coming down the pike, and here it is.
All right.
We have naturebox.com this week. We also have audible.com this week. And both of them ask for the pre-roll introduction.
Oh, shit.
Of like, this week's Tell 'em Steve Dave is brought to you by audible.com. Or, this week's Tell 'em Steve Dave is brought to you by naturebox.com. Eat that vanilla.
Can we flip a coin?
Can't say both? By NatureBox and by...
Like it's co-sponsored?
Right. Well, do we do pre-rolls?
No, never. I always forget. So, and it says post-roll. They both want pre-rolls and post-rolls. I'm like, do you just want the whole fucking show to be about you guys?
Right.
Assholes?
Right.
You know? Jesus. Me.
Always with their hands out trying to wet their beaks.
Do you have a coin? Yeah, I got a coin?
I don't.
Let's figure out who this week's show is brought to us by.
All right. So, I don't have one. Do you have
Don't
one?
have
I
one?
must have one. Yeah, hold on a sec. I'll look.
All right.
This is.
We can do the hand thing. I put the ring in one hand and you guys
All right.
pick. You want to do that?
Let's do that
All right,
then.
let's do that.
Oh wait, well we should use this coin because we got.
Oh, okay. We got a military coin,
official
right?
military
That's
From who?
a really great. Tell him
This
Steve
guy,
Dave listener.
Jamie Bates.
You sent one?
No, he gave a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's
Just not
probably
enough
one for you if
though.
you want it.
Fuck's my coin.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Let me see this thing.
we melted yours down.
Oh, yeah. We have these from my firehouse.
This guy said that his whole platoon or whatever, they're on this Navy ship, and it's supposed to be really quiet because they're looking for sonar.
There's like a 24-hour
type
period
stuff.
where there can't be no noise on the ship because
Okay.
they're running drills and stuff with secret, super secret stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
with radar.
top secret shit. And they in the little room that they're in, I guess there's a bunch of guys, and they put on Tell 'em Steve Dave, and they were listening to the pizza
With their
episode,
earbuds
right?
in now.
Oh, okay.
The pizza delivery episode, and he said they were laughing so hard that it pinged on the sonar.
Get out.
Yeah, and
National security.
and the next day, their superior, whoever he was fucking yelling at him, dressing him down.
Well, it's so funny, Private.
Whoa.
Like, and he said that he had to tell him he was listening to a podcast, and there he had to explain what was so funny and everything.
And that ping, fucking a nuclear missile got past them.
Yeah, this guy was dishonorably discharged.
We're all going to die. Oh, wow. Very cool.
I thought that was fun. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I like
pretty
that
sweet.
story.
And I was like I talk and tell jokes all day long, and sometimes my brain is fried when I get home. Same kind of.
Yeah, you understand, right? You get the same amount of money that I do for protecting the country.
All right, so we're gonna go with heads as the eagle,
Okay.
the eagle with the big wings, and tails will be the eagle with the little wings.
Okay.
We'll see. Decide right here.
Big wing, little wing.
So heads, what do you call it in
All
the
right.
air, Q?
Big wing is NatureBox.
Big wing is NatureBox. And it's Big Wing. Sorry, Audible.
Sorry, Audible.
I was hoping for NatureBox.
You want to do it? Do you want to?
Yeah. I'll do it as Droopy Dog.
Okay, let's hear you.
Hello. This week's episode is brought to you by NatureBox. Oh, dear.
You fucked it up. NatureBox.com.
Oh, NatureBox.com.
We'll just say the whole thing again.
Well, no,
Jesus.
just say it like that. That's good.
All right, fine.
That's not even Droopy Dog.
I know.
No?
I don't know who the fuck it is. It's his like slow-witted cousin.
So any cousin.
Yeah, basically. He's the redheaded stepchild. So, Audible.com, boys. I've been listening. I'll tell you what I've been listening to the latest.
Tell him Steve Dave Ferry Riri Theater.
No, I've listened to that already.
All right, but that is available for anybody that wants
The reviews are in too, Q.
Yeah?
It's got one of the highest ratings on Audible history.
That's the ants,
The ants have come through yet again, and they've given it so many stars
Yeah.
that generals are jealous to keep it that military.
So are
scene.
some of my ex-girlfriends. Kapow! I was like, wait, what? Domestic violence. Yeah. The ants came in, and it's very, very nice. Yeah, there are like long-time authors on there that don't have the stars that we got, and they're like,
At Comic-Con, I saw a few Tell him Steve Dave shirts.
I've been seeing so many ants come into the store
Yeah?
lately. Yeah, they're like the amount. I think TSD may be getting ready to go to another level in terms of exposure.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot more people are coming in and telling me they listen to the pod more so than ever before.
so you're saying charge $9.99 a week to listen?
But yeah, it's.
I love that we still do it for free. I enjoy that. I like it. I mean, not free.
I call it a love, but
No, I do. Get out of here, really? I love doing it.
oh yeah, I love doing it. But
Yeah. Oh, you don't love doing it?
Can you
Like
imagine if you charge like $1 for it?
$1 a year for 52
per
episodes?
episode.
Per episode? Let's see. So $52 per person times
33 cents an
a
episode.
lot of people. You get charged.
Yeah, that's why we got Audible. So we don't have to charge.
Yeah, let Audible foot the fucking bill for you guys. Fucking goddamn parasites that they are. Christine, I've been listening to Christine lately with the shitters. You know, the Stephen King book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was listening to that last night.
All right.
Host endorsement. That qualifies, right? Product enthusiasm and approval from you, the host. I do approve.
Fairy Theater. The Tell 'em Steve Dave Fairy Theater is available on there.
That's all you want to push?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that a Cryptozoic Man Midtown Comics exclusive?
Pretty weird, right?
Why would it be a Stash exclusive?
It's a mistake.
Yeah, there wasn't any Stash exclusive, right?
There wasn't. Yeah, that's a mistake. That shouldn't have been on the cover. But they didn't have the resources to pulp the run, so they just let it go out as with that exclusive logo.
They weren't able to hire that my twin brother over at Starbucks to fucking tear him up. You'll get that joke either later or it's already out. I'm not sure. If you want to listen to a Q, Audible has it.
Yes,
With over 150,000 titles on virtually every genre, you'll find what you're looking for. Get a free audiobook and a 30-day trial today.
That's great.
By signing up at audiblepodcast.com/TESD. Also, a brief blurb about Audible as your sponsor.
Brief. I don't know how much. I mean, we don't do anything brief.
Yeah, I know.
So we've covered that too.
Sometimes I listen to other shows and I'm like, I can't believe how fast they get in and out.
They're in and out in 30 seconds.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You know what? I will say this about Audible, and I am enthusiastic about them, but they don't have they're not as warm as some other companies are with us. Like NatureBox sent me a bunch of granola.
What do you want Audible to send you?
I don't know.
Free membership, free book?
Yeah, like a free membership.
You can get that just by signing up.
No, we got to pay eventually.
He wants to coast.
Wow.
Yeah, I just want to coast is right.
I've got a lot of time on my hands. Depending on where this falls, you'll get that joke or you won't. This is what I don't like, though. An example of an ideal podcast ad placement can be heard here. And then it's like some slate.com fucking link.
But trying to tell us how to do our job?
I want to see Tell 'em Steve Dave. Oh, that's what happened. We talked earlier about, or later, depending on where this ad falls, about certain sponsors that we've turned down.
Right.
And somebody sent me, because we didn't do it for like 2 weeks, this one sponsor we didn't want to do. They sent me this link, like, oh, here's how, basically here's how to do it. And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Tell us how to do ads. We know. We don't want to do it.
We have our special way of doing them.
We got our ways.
That's right.
We got our ways. I want that link to be, here's an ideal pod placement,
And yes, that's all Dave example.
Yeah, it's our example.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
It says pre-rolling at 23 minutes. Like for us, it would be pre-roll at 4:23 minutes. It's so easy, though, man. It's so easy. audiblepodcast.com/TESD. And you are, what are you going to get here? I can't even fucking find it. I know you get like a free book and, oh, wait, here you go. Yeah, free audiobook. That's it. And a 30-day free trial.
I mean, come on.
And then you cancel it if you don't like it. But you got to be sure, because I don't want to hear any bullshit from people. If you're like, it's not for me, then cancel it.
Right.
Otherwise, it's going to show up on your credit card. Don't be foolish.
Right. And how much is it per month after that?
I don't know. You can get it for like as low as like $15 a month or $10 a month, something like that. You know.
Sounds good.
Fucking do it up, man. Listen to an audiobook. What the fuck else you doing? You know, listen to us first.
Sure.
Then if you gotta.
I mean, I'm sure that you have some disposable podcasts in your queue. Just weed them out.
Fuck yeah. Isol Comics.
Then listen to us.
Ming and the Zen Librarian. Mike and Ming in the morning.
Then download Fairy Theater.
Ming and Mike and anything.
And then download an Audible book.
I brought something up to you earlier. I was in town yesterday. I went to the coffee shop, and on my way back through, I was walking through Huddy Park there, Walt, and they have the farmer's market, which is, a bunch of people selling fruits and vegetables, all that shit. So it's the end of the day, and I'm buying blueberries and peaches from this lady, and there's another customer next to me, negotiating with another woman behind the table. Now this is like total, you've been to a farmer's market, you know the way it is. It's fucking folding table set up. So she's negotiating with her, And the woman's like, $7 or whatever. And the lady's like, would you take 4? And the lady, dead seriously, with not even like a hint of sarcasm, goes, well, for 4, I mean, the other thing I could do is to give you the rotten stuff. And the lady takes a beat and goes, nah, it's all right. So she just gives you the money, and they complete the transaction and go,
For 7.
go their separate ways for the 7.
She gets the 7 she was looking for.
She gets the 7 she's looking for. The other lady goes away with, edible food. But I was like, I'm sitting there watching this and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I really hope no one has ever like surveyed me in the middle of a transaction and been like, I wonder if he's willing to eat something that like, say, a pig or an unlucky horse would eat. Like it was such a fucking bizarre moment.
If you eat rotten fruit.
I don't think really anything, right? Can you? I see. I thought it was just like, it's more mushy and kind of gross.
So why does she have it with her? The rotten blueberries?
Maybe shit that got like banged up during the trip or whatever. I don't know.
Like, why bother to lug it around?
Yeah, because it's unlikely that it's spoiled during like the time that she's there, because they're only there for like 6 hours. But I'm telling you, she was dead serious, and this woman considered it for a second. I was like, nah.
You at any point, like you may, if you don't play your cards right, if you don't like invest properly now when you're 55,
I fucked up.
Give me them rotten blueberries.
Can you do $4?
Well, I actually have. My grandfather told me a story when I was younger involving rotten fruit, and it was like a life story where he said he goes, these guys,
pearls of wisdom coming here.
Pearls of wisdom. The same grandfather who said that relationships are like plates. You break one, you take another one off the shelf, and you just eat off that one.
There's so few life lessons about rotten food stuff. So few.
The listeners are on their seat, edge of their seat.
He told this story. He says these guys stole these cherries, right? And they had a fucking huge basket full of cherries. So they sat on the side of the road and they were eating the cherries, and they would pick one up and be like, this one's rotten. Throw it on the road. And they would eat that. And they would like eat one, throw a couple out, the ones that weren't good enough. Then after they were done eating, they pissed all over the pile of rotten cherries. Went along their way, right?
They pissed on them.
They pissed on them. Urinated on them. They're like, all right.
Is this during the war?
Well, this is.
Where is this?
I don't think this is a literal.
Yeah, it didn't actually
this is
happen.
a joke?
No, it's
like some sort of like.
It's like a parable.
Like some sort of fable?
Yeah. It's like a lesson.
A Staten Island fable?
Sure. Well, he's Italian. He's from Italy.
Okay.
So you can assume that this happens in Italy during World War II.
Okay.
These guys.
Fuck these cherries. Let's piss on them, bro.
So they eat the cherries, throw out the rotten ones, piss all over the rotten ones, go on their merry way. A couple of days later, they're starving. They've had nothing to eat. And they go back to the cherry pile, and they look through them, and they're like, well, this one's not rotten. And they eat one. And they're like, this one's not rotten. And they eat
The look on his face.
It's not a true story. Well, this didn't actually happen.
Sorry, okay. I keep thinking his real life. I'm like poor Grandpa Q.
No.
Tastes like piss.
No, like, all right, so this one wasn't pissed on and they ate it. This one wasn't rotten. And by the end, they had eaten all the fucking ones that they had thrown out before. And I guess the point of the story is, when times are going good, you really got to fucking not be the asshole that throws out fucking cherries just because you got them. Because fortune will turn on you, and the next thing you know, you're fucking digging through a piss-smelling pile of cherries just trying to fucking trick yourself into believing that they're still good enough to eat.
I wish I knew Grandpa Q, man.
Yeah.
He sounds like a good dude to hang out with.
He was good. He knew how to handle women, and he knew how to handle cherries.
Yeah, don't piss on him.
Hand in hand, right?
It's actually, you know what? It's not. It's if you boil it down, it's a pretty good fucking lesson to be learned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I like Bugsy Siegel's lessons. I like that line he had in Bugsy. He goes, money? Oh, what's money? It's just dirty paper. I'll make more.
More, right? It's true.
That's a parable I like.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you got to save a certain
That's why I
amount.
sit before you like this. I was pissing all over fucking cherries. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about.
Very nice.
Yeah, so, I mean...
So
I get the
eating the rotted, pissed on cherries.
No, I mean I get the parable, I get the fable, but Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd go so far as like. I mean, if shit's rotten, it's rotten. What are you gonna do?
Not buy it for $4.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's right. I got to ask you guys this question too. Gonna pick up a car, Walt.
Oh yeah, you're buying it. You're making a.
I am
Going mobile, huh?
Yeah, the fucking who, baby. Okay, and I'm gonna show you this. Now, here's one option, right?
It's nice.
Is this ones you showed me at lunch today?
This is it's a little SUV type thing, average looking. Or
does it have
does it have wheels?
does it have like that what's it called? Like like that Prius. What does my Prius have? It's like dual.
Oh, hybrid?
Hybrid?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think I'm that friendly.
You should really think about going greener.
Greener?
Yeah.
Why? Do you save a lot of money on gas?
Yeah.
This is how many? This is a 6-cylinder.
I don't fill up that Prius, like, since I only go back and forth to work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fill up that Prius for almost 18 days.
That's great.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah.
This fucking Wrangler.
Yeah, I was looking at a Land Rover with 8 cylinders. I was like, it's going to cost $120 to fill it up every time. And I'll be able to come here once and back, and it'll all be gone.
Yeah, I can't tell you. It's unbelievable how, but that's only because you're going back and forth here.
Right.
If I was doing highway driving, I guess going back and forth to Staten Island, I would burn more gas, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
highway driving uses more gas?
Yeah.
Really? I thought it would use less.
No, it's the opposite.
I thought it was less. I thought, the start and stop and the accelerating is
no, because you're getting more electricity use.
Oh, I see 4 hybrids. I got it. Okay.
Okay. Or this. Now this is a little Audi. It's a little Audi station wagon, which at first glance you're like, all right.
It's very humble.
Whatever. But it's incredible how much. Now this, it's let's see, it's used. It's a 2002.
Wow, that's old.
It is. But the amount of information that they put, it's 2 full pages of information. Dude, it's insane how much information they put on it. It has a new motor or a motor with 80,000 miles on it. It has every single thing you could possibly want to know about it. What's his name? Paul Walker. I don't mean to upset you, Q, but Paul Walker, owned one of these, and it's like, and his is up on eBay for $60,000. But it's like, okay, well, it's Paul Walker's.
Why would that be pertinent information to anybody buying that car?
Yeah, wait, could I have sold my Civic? Because I want to practice.
Probably, yeah. I'm thinking so. This is one of the notes. All work performed by Andy Schrank and his team at ASC Automotive. Andy is the former service manager at Circle BMW, and blah, 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 blah. It's nuts how much information. Now, what draws me to this car is that it has an unrestricted top speed of 170 miles an hour because it was imported from Europe. It's not like a regular car. So it's like a Fast and Furious. Right. That's why Paul Walker owned it, probably, because it's a Fast and Furious type car.
What opportunity will you ever have to drive a car that fast?
I mean, I would drive that fast to get here if I could.
Why?
Just for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, really? How often will you ever open it up?
On the highway? Or the parkway? Probably.
Just once to try it, yeah.
And I would have to be alone. Right. It's not like, I would be with Sage and I'd be like, let's go for a ride.
If that's the factor, then
But isn't it cool? Because you're right. It is dumb. Humble. It's so unassuming. Of course it's dumb. Of course it is.
That's very juvenilistic. Like, this car could do 170. That's the car for me.
Did I say it like that? I'll have to listen back. Or this, like you say, now you look at it and this seems more humble, right? No, this seems more average. Still?
By aesthetics, that other car looks like a car a man your age should be driving.
What, the station wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They don't know. Next thing you know, I'm blowing their doors off.
Fast and Furious, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you?
Man, my age. What? This is too old for me. I mean, this is this is a hip car.
Yeah, I think you're too. Yeah, you'd look like you'd look out of place in it.
No, it's really BMW, buddy. It's high class.
It's
you're saying just his general appearance would look out of place in a
okay. No, he's like he should be in a jalopy or the bus.
Prison bus.
Really? See, this I think is more of like a soccer mom car, right?
Yeah, rich soccer mom.
Rich soccer mom?
Sure, BMW is you paying a premium
or
on
poor
this.
TV star.
Yeah. What were you going to ask me?
See Guardians of the Galaxy?
I did.
Did you love it?
I liked it. I liked it very, very much.
Yeah.
I did not love the end. Where everybody started dancing.
Oh, really?
At the very end, where
Right.
the villain is ready to take them all out, and they all start dancing.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, I thought it was like, am I watching an episode of the Far Out Space Nuts? I just found it so like you've spent that whole movie playing up that Ronan was a badass.
Right.
He shouldn't be going out being like, what are you doing?
Right.
I cannot comprehend what is going on while you dance. I was just like, no, just you. This movie was so great,
Right.
up until that point.
All right.
I hated that part.
Wow. I didn't even mind when he was dancing in the beginning.
I didn't mind it either in the beginning. That's fine. It's a more in character.
It didn't bother me as much as it bothered you. To me, I was like, all right, it was slapstick comedy. I sort of took it in that tone. How great was the raccoon?
Pretty good, right?
I mean, realized almost perfectly.
Yeah.
He was great, man.
Yeah,
it's
really across the board, I guess. I mean, it's pretty much a resounding success, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did it make a
lot of bank?
Made a lot of money. Yeah. Made a lot of money. And
I'm trying to figure out what car I belong in now.
But did you see? All right, and spoiler alerts, because let's just discuss it. So
I don't care if anybody. I mean,
but the Howard the Duck cameo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you dig that?
I did. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
that
pretty
was.
cool,
I
right?
thought that was. I thought that was very, very neat, and like I could see a lot of people. I could hear a lot of chattering in the theater.
People started applauding. In
my theater, it was more like, "What's that?" Who's that?
Really?
Yeah, my daughter was like, "What the heck is that? This is so stupid, a talking duck." And I'm like, "You don't get it." It goes, that's
awesome.
They see that Daddy's O face? That's because that's Howard the Duck.
Sounds gruesome, man.
Did you hear about this cameo at the end?
No, I didn't.
More after Marvel movies ends, there's like a stinger at the end. Mm-hmm. It's Howard the Duck makes an appearance. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Is he with the girl? Is he with Beverly?
He's just been he's been enslaved in this
that was
museum.
Weird too. Wasn't that a little weird?
No, that the collector did that.
No, I get it, but like at the end of the last Thor movie, the Asgardians went to meet the collector. And in this one, the Guardians of the Galaxy went to meet the collector. And I was like, are all these good guys just okay with the fact that he's just enslaving people? Like
he's imprisoning people.
It's fucked. And
right?
Brian, the cages that they're in, the cages that they're in are smaller than this table. They're just standing there bored. And like at one point,
so that's what Howard the Duck is in prison.
Yeah,
he was basically like he has a zoo.
Who else is
the Chitauri from Avengers? There was one of it's just countless.
He collects different species of creatures.
Huh.
Yeah, it was fucking. I was like, they're depressed. Like they're clearly depressed. Like they're all just sitting there leaning against the fucking window and shit like that. And his female assistant. He goes, if you fuck up, you're going to turn out like her. And it cuts to
the Guardians of the Galaxy
in a cage with like fucking wires in her head, just standing there all fucked up. And I was like,
that point in their existence, though, they're not for like, all right, we're going to be a group that like rights wrong throughout space.
Yeah, but now they are.
Right. So they may have to go back and take out the collector.
It's crazy. He's a slaver for no reason. It's not even like he's putting him for work. He's just fucking puts him in a menagerie.
Well, that's what Jabba does too, though, right?
In the comic, though, I thought he was preserving like so no races ever went extinct or something like that. So maybe he's doing that for
Yeah, it's like a zoo, like you said.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just fucked up looking.
Would you if you went to another world?
Yeah.
Let's say an alien came down and saw a zoo, a human zoo, not a human zoo, but like the Bronx Zoo.
Did you ever see the Twilight Zone episode with this?
No. And an alien came down, would they be like, well, I've got to set all these animals free? What's wrong with this? Why are they in prison like this? This is wrong.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I will say this.
But like it wouldn't be against our world's laws. So who are they?
Yeah, but there are laws on how you could treat the animals and how they could be treated.
Right.
It doesn't look like anybody's overseeing the collector.
Wasn't adhering to the rules and
because
regulations.
Who the fuck is going to put Howard the Duck in a fucking cube this big? Like, that doesn't seem cool.
Yeah, he's a duck. Just because he can talk doesn't mean he's be treated like a real duck, right?
Yeah, I mean he's a mutant.
What was the Twilight Zone episode? Did that happen?
What happened was this guy, he gets abducted by aliens and he wakes up in this house. How was this? The twist was that he was in a zoo.
Oh, and they just put him in a habitat that made it look like he was.
It looks like a ranch house, except the water doesn't work. Like it's kind of fake. And then he's like, "What the fuck?" He can't get out. And then the end of the episode, the windows open, the curtains open, and you just see aliens like looking in at him. And then it cuts to the outside looking in, and there's a sign that says "Human being from Earth," and he's living in a fucking zoo. Pretty creepy, man.
Well, if the water worked, I'd be like, well, I could chill here.
Just chill out. I don't think they had any TV or shit like that. It was pretty fucked up. I'm talking a lot today because I'm just excited to be here. I don't.
Hey, that's okay. I'm looking at. I'm reading two different approaches to to our Hulu Plus show. TSD CBM fan says, Hulu Plus. I bought Hulu Plus because of Tom, Steve, Dave. If you don't give them their own show, I'll cancel my subscription.
That's what we need.
Now, do we need that? Or Jurassic Clark says, Hulu Plus, you got to make a Tom, Steve, Dave show. Bring Tom, Steve, Dave to Hulu would make this paying customer very happy. Now, which approach do you take?
Did you hear my concept, Q?
No, what is
the
it?
Hulu Plus show?
Well, I heard children's show.
a mock spoof of a children's show, but it's done just Tom, Steve, Dave style. And we bring in we have a set and everything, and we have our eccentric friends and family.
Are we
constantly
recording the podcast and these people just come, or we're sitting? It's like a talk show with people in it.
I mean, we could form it, whatever kind of budget we have. That Hulu gives us, that all depends on all that.
There's no way you're getting back to the fire department. The long range plans for Tom, Steve, Dave include children's show.
It'll be like we'll do have a puppet section, like Mr. Rogers-esque. Pee Wee's Playhouse, so I'm sure is an influence on it.
Sure, I saw that live on Broadway a couple of years back.
Do Get-'ems could be involved.
Well, if Get-'em's involved, I'm in.
Sunday Jeff has all the voices covered.
Oh dear!
Except that one.
You got that on lockdown.
Wait a second. Hold on. Oh dear! Now, if somebody could turn that into a ringtone of some sort, like when you got a text, it's like, oh dear.
So people are alerting Hulu Plus that they want this.
Yeah, it's coming down the pike, and they'd be wise to.
But we have no plan. Don't we need a proposal?
Not yet. Well, here's the thing. Like, as a member of the Impractical Jokers troupe, I'm not sure if it's the same for you as it is for us, but we're locked into contract for, I think for us, it's 5 years.
I'm on a 5-year contract, but I have allowances to do other shows.
I think if we were to exec, produce, and create a show for Hulu Plus, they probably would not include that under our allowances. Like the way I read it was,
yeah, but you guys only shoot for a few weeks out of a year.
Yeah, I know. I mean, maybe they would allow us to do it, but they're pretty nice to us.
Yeah,
So you would we only have, if that's true, the 5 years, then we would have 5th season, assuming they want to do it, and then we would be free to do other stuff, or at least write it into a contract if it kept going.
Right. And didn't Kevin do a show for Hulu? Spoilers.
He did spoilers, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he falls under the same.
Actually, you got to understand. I think the second season wasn't on Hulu.
Where was it?
I thought they did it up on a Canadian station.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe that. I don't know how that went down.
You got to understand how tightly and how carefully AMC protects its comic book men. They don't want us spreading our legs for just any network. Right.
Like they keep Ming down to like 3 podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really. Like if we're at a hotel together and we're walking by, they're like, one side.
It's
if
so
AMC
rude.
really was concerned about like keeping, a certain cachet or certain like level of quality attached to CBM,
like mystique,
they would definitely shut down like Ming and the Librarian.
Yeah.
Right.
Does that show suck? Is it bad?
I heard the other day.
I don't want to pull the plug on a redheaded stepchild that's on life.
Oh, so Ming's the redheaded stepchild.
I will go so far as to say I haven't listened to it in some time, but I have heard, I've heard people talking about it, and it went like this: like, I like to run. Yeah, I like to run too. Yeah, run is pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, I run every day. I just love it. And like that'll be, and then they'll
back
move on
and
to
forth.
something else. And then they'll start talking about how my dick doesn't work or something like that. And then move on to what cars they've owned and what sodas they've imbibed.
There was,
Sounds great.
he also, I like, during filming, he blamed me, Ming blamed me for, people being kind of harsh to him online.
Really? He blamed you personally?
Yeah, because one of the comic book men's crew was like, "Hey man, I checked out your Instagram." They're like, "Bro, what the fuck is up, man? Like people are like trashing you, like they are like cruel and unusually like harsh
Who
on
said
you."
that?
It was Eric.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, they're like, "What is all this pray for Debbie stuff?" And Ming pointed to me as if like, well, it's his fault.
Right.
And I was just like, bro, I didn't come up with that slogan. Right. That was you and your new partner.
Right. Partner.
That has nothing to do with me. I would never be so cruel. And
that was I don't think they made it up. I think someone online. I'm thinking an ant probably created that hashtag.
And they just ran with it. They're
and
like, this is not
offensive to Ming's wife in the least. Yeah.
It is though, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
But he blamed me. Now, can I get your personal opinions on that? Have I ever directed any ant to go and start slagging off him on? About that content, about
excluding the Dollar Shave commercial.
Yeah, so I said just call him a douche.
Yeah,
but no specific reason. Where I was like, now go and to mention his wife's name as well.
No. We never would.
So that's not my method of operations.
No.
Like,
you had Dollar Shave.
He pointed to me as if that was my fault. What would you think, Hugh? Do I have a hand in it? Am I trying to absolve myself, or I am guilty of something?
I think our show has put a spotlight on Ming's activities in an unfavorable light. Well, has put a spotlight on Ming's activities.
Sunshine is the best disinfectant.
That's what I was about to say.
Is that bread?
I think that we definitely exposed it to the world, but
we didn't expose it.
Sure.
Did you just make that up?
No.
What's that from?
An old saying, sunshine is the best disinfectant. I don't know where I've heard that on TV or something. But what can I? So you're saying that I have my hands are
no, because all we did was pull back the curtain.
I'm dirty.
Ming was putting on the show.
We're just like, can you believe this? Because we comment on it, we can't be held responsible for what people say.
You're no more responsible than if somebody were to tease me online about when I had the testosterone issues.
Right. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, actually, he's more responsible because he intentionally made a Kickstarter thing for it.
Right.
Yeah. So no. You're not
good.
You're good.
You're fine.
I'm clean.
You're good. If anybody's dirty, it's him.
Yeah,
he's a little dirty boy.
Look, if there was nothing for you to talk about, then there'd be nothing to talk about.
I mean, God forbid, just stop posting pictures, and you could
saying weird shit like it's not her eyebrows. I'm looking at it.
It's not. It was me. Come on.
That is unfortunate. But,
what are you gonna do?
He's so unapologetic.
Has there ever been a more apropos description of the shit-eating grin is when he opens his mouth and smiles?
No, it's I can't believe that that saying it wasn't invented specifically for his grin. Yeah, because he loves it, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
Pam texted me, just so you guys know. I mean, this'll be a little late for everyone else, but she says there is a supermoon and shooting stars tonight. Smiley face, which at first I thought she put until I realized there's no way she could ever do it. The smiley face I thought she put into her phone as like her signature.
Okay.
She literally, I don't care. She could be like, your brother's got into a head-on collision with your father. Everybody's dead. Smiley face. It's so weird how every single thing is punctuated by a smiley face.
Like an LOL type thing.
She likes it.
She loves it.
I mean, it's been proven that those what do they call emoticons?
Emoticons.
Yeah.
They do stir favorable responses in the brain when you read them. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Look at this face. You see anything being stirred except for fucking animosity?
So don't disregard the power of the emoticon.
Okay. Fair enough.
What an awesome clip that'll make this week, too.
I can tell you really harsh news, maybe not as harsh as everyone's dead, but put the emoticon in and it may soften the blow a bit.
Yeah. Would it help, like somebody, like Kevin texts Ming, he's like, they decided not to renew for a 5th season, smiley face. Ming's still upset, right?
Oh, yeah. He takes it the worst out of all of us.
Yeah.
Do you care at all?
I don't want to say I don't care, because I mean, it's definitely a different situation for me than everybody else. We're at the halfway point right now, and I feel like, man, I don't want to say I can't wait for it to be over, or I don't like it.
I can't believe it's not over.
I'm looking forward to when it's finally over, because it gets like tiresome of constantly having to speak.
Right.
I agree. And then I'm a person who, man, I don't like to talk as much as Ming does, but I don't mind talking. Mm-hmm. And I don't mind. I'm not crazy about being on camera, but even I'm like the halfway mark. You get tired. Like at the end of, I find at the end of the night, my brain is just like tired.
Fried.
Yeah. From just trying to think up shit nonstop.
Right.
Not
you though. You don't feel that way, right? Like your brain doesn't get tired.
My brain doesn't get tired. I'm more just like the intrusion of of changing my daily routine of having a crew here and having people here and having to go to stay in a hotel if we have to go overnight somewhere. Right. I'm not big on changing my daily routine.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, it really fucks me up, man. Like. It really bothers me and puts me in a grouchy mood when my daily routines are fucked with.
I like that unless we stay at like a fucking like the last place we went. I was like, "Is this dangerous? Like you gotta be fucking."
It was that bad.
It was to the point where I said something to the showrunner.
Really?
I can't.
And I wasn't. I would have been like anybody else. I'd be like, look at that chip on that shoulder.
Yeah, look at that diva bitch. Yeah.
It was that bad though.
It was pretty harsh. It was pretty. It was in a rough spot. But what are you gonna do?
You guys are in a position where you're kind of looking out for yourselves. You don't have management or agents or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have Kevin, which is certainly big, but I can't see Kevin being involved in the fucking hotel selection.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Right.
Unless he was going, and then I guarantee we wouldn't have fucking stayed there. But I think there's a certain because we are the four of us. All of us are very low maintenance.
Right.
So I think there's a certain cushion that they use. That it's like, all right, because I said something to the guy who booked the rooms, and he said, he goes, I figured it's one night. And I was like, I don't know if he's joking.
Well,
or
he has
if
to stay there too, right?
Yeah, he stayed there. But I mean, I'm telling you, I said, did you fucking literally triangulate projects or truck stop and fucking cemetery? Because I look out my window and that's what I'm seeing, you know?
Valuable. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
There's some valuable lessons though learned this that I'll take with me for the rest of my life.
Like what?
Just,
he saw me pissing on cherries on the side of the road.
I came into contact with somebody who made me change I'll always remind myself I won't talk to people the way I was spoken to.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently this happened?
Yeah.
Somebody, a stranger or someone on the crew?
Oh no! Just something in a good way. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a positive.
I got talked to like an asshole at Starbucks the other day. I came right back and told you. I was like, what the fuck?
No. I don't want to say it other than like it was like wow. Like when people come in here and they're like, you can't be tired of talking to people who may be happy to see you.
Right.
Can't be tired. So I vow never to be tired and.
Oh, I know
the
who
brush
this is.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Now I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, that was definitely that was one of those moments where that was like super douche action on their end,
right?
Coupled with expectations, or maybe not expectations, but hopes, maybe like the last vestiges of hopes on your end.
Well, anybody will treat you like an asshole if you let them.
Yeah,
that's the thing. can't even walk into a hotel without getting pushed aside to the fucking the Riddler.
I told Walt I was at Starbucks the other day. I was like, I wasn't shooting, so I'm over there, and I'm working, and I was on my laptop. I was doing some stuff, and I bring my iced tea up to the. I was working. I was working.
Doing anything?
Well, because I was there. It's not like I just walked in. I was actually like in Starbucks for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm working across the street.
Yeah. I work. I'm not unemployed. I know what you think.
2 months out of the year still counts.
Yeah. No, but so I'm over there and I'm doing some stuff, and I go up to get a refill, and the lady goes, "Is this a refill?" And because I have my cup in my hand. Now, there's a little bit of ice on the bottom, and the top is like
it's clearly a fucking refill.
That's what I thought. It's clearly a refill. So
the cup looks scuffed, like it's been in his trunk.
It did not. It's as glassy and as fucking clear as this. He's lying. But I'm like, so she thinks that I either fished it out of the garbage,
which I've seen people do.
I see.
Which I've seen people do.
Over there?
I've seen people fish stuff, cups out of the garbage and go in there.
These are people.
There's a regular guy that does that.
Yeah, I know. He's mentally unstable. Like, if you saw this guy, you would be like, I mean, I know I don't look totally, mainstream, but this dude, if you saw me versus him, you wouldn't be like, are they twins? Like, I can't tell the difference.
Well, this poor lady or this poor girl at Starbucks, she now has to she's not some PhD where she's able to size up you versus the guy who's fishing stuff out of the garbage.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if I told you this. This guy he's talking about.
She's 19 years old, Q.
No, this woman was like 50. I'm not kidding around. She was bitter, yeah. And this guy that he's talking about, he was in Starbucks at the same time I was. And you know those like auto shopper things? There's something for boats. It's called Salty Dog.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not exaggerating. He had a minimum of 150 of those piled up in front of him, and he's tearing them up for no reason. So he's just reaching.
I mean, he's not tearing them for no reason. He's stripping them.
No. He's not stripping them. He's not taking off the cover. He just reaches into his bag and pulls out a handful and tears them into probably 12 pieces, the tiniest pieces, and then just throws them away in the garbage.
It's real odd behavior. I love it.
Yeah. And this is the guy that I'm like, he's getting a refill too.
Oh, wow.
Me and my friend want refills.
We deserve them. We're entitled.
And then you get annoyed when she questions. All she said was, "Is this a refill?"
No, it was like, "This is a refill." Like, that was the tone, and that was the exact phrasing.
She didn't
not like,
notice
is this a refill?
Yeah,
no.
She didn't notice you sitting in the restaurant?
No, she didn't, no. Right. And then I go, yeah. And she goes, "Can you take the top off?" As if I had like a piece of shit in my cup. And she's like, "Would you mind emptying out your turd, sir?" It's like, fuck you, lady.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you say? You didn't stand for it, did you?
I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's a 54-cent refill.
You stood for it?
Yeah. How much? How much is my ego worth?
He wants to go back in there, though. He can't make it too big of a scene.
Yeah, because it's like $4.23 without the refill. Right. So
how much is it with the refill?
54 cents.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Right. He sold his dignity for $3.75.
I only work 2 months out of the year. You gotta understand.
What you should have done, have been like, "No, could you give me another top?" Like.
No, that was the thing. She wanted the top off.
She wanted him to take the top off and hand it to her. The cup then to her.
Yeah.
She didn't want to touch the.
That's right. She didn't want to touch the top. Right,
dude. It was a lesser like. Get to the side. Right. Get to the side.
Right. You don't even have Donald Logue there fucking walking in.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm looking all over. It's me and my buddy. Like
it's not good to be targeted. Spoken to like you're an asshole, so that would probably annoy me too.
Oh, it's maddening. Yeah. It's maddening. And you're right. I want to go back in, so I'm not going to make like a massive deal about it. But I do want to be like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You know? And not like, I'm a comic book man. Not even. No. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like
a paying customer.
Yeah. You're not talking to anybody else here like that. I guarantee some
where does that come
soccer
from,
mom comes in. Oh, it's definitely my appearance.
Because if you had a suit and tie on, you're all cleaned up.
Fucking way.
You don't get that same response,
that.
right?
No way.
That's the price you pay to be rock and roll, man.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Rocking and rolling.
Oh, well, I saw him enjoying the other side of the benefits today when we were crossing the street.
What was that?
Some fucking guy in an SUV with his family who wanted no trouble. And I'm not throwing, you let me know when I'm throwing you under the bus.
Okay.
So we're crossing the street, and I've always found over the years, everybody in Red Bank is exceedingly good about when you're crossing the street, they stop or slow down.
And they're in a car, you mean?
They're in a car. That's right. So we're crossing the street, and this guy's going to make a turn, and he slowed down to what I thought was a respectful amount.
Acceptable distance.
We even exchanged. I gave him a thumbs up, he gave us a nod, and then something happened because I turned and was halfway across the street when I realized that Brian is approaching the car with his arms out, going, "What? What?" And the guy, if he could shrink in like a turtle, he would have. He slumps down low and it just starts waving at Brian, trying to apologize. And Brian goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
What was up with that?
And the guy drove off.
The difference is that guy in the car it can't give him a 54-cent refill.
Hey, Johnson, can I tell him what you said to me?
Sure.
Yeah, he turns to me and he goes, "I love looking like this." He goes, "I love looking like this because I could get away with shit like that." And he's going to think I'm a hard ass, but I'm not.
I said, if that guy got out of the car, I'd be right behind you. Be like, "Q, save me."
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.